Hello, welcome to Rainy Day Art Journaling. So glad you're here. So this is a very special art journal, my Magical Fairy art journal. I have to admit I have not worked in it for several months, maybe a year. I started this several years ago. There are actually many art journals in progress at the same time that are used for different purposes. Do you have an art journal? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear if and how many art journals do you keep. So I love working in my Magical Fairy art journal, especially on a rainy day like this. I love this Magical Fairy art journal because it reminds me that there is magic and beauty in life. Despite all the hardships and frustrations, the Magical Fairy art journal gives me a place to let my imagination run wild and nurture my inner child and leave the inner critic at the door. Because I can create magical worlds of woodland fairy creatures, fairy princesses, and I think that's so important in our world that has so much negativity in it. It's wonderful to escape to an art place, an art activity, an art journey like this. And I have a variety of art journals ongoing at the same time that are used for different purposes. How about you? Tell me in the comments below about one or more of your art journals. My favorite type of art journaling combines art journaling imagery with writing. That is so awesome to do. So it's written journaling with image art journaling. And I love incorporating this in my regular artwork too, but that practice started in my art journaling. I love doing stream of thought writing because it bypasses the inner critic. there's no doubting or second guessing. I have a huge issue and struggle with second guessing myself. How about you? Are there any other artists out there that deal with second guessing themselves and self-doubting yourself? Wow, it's a huge struggle for me in my regular artwork on canvas of second guessing myself and having self-doubts. So the art journal gives me a place to practice leaving the inner critic at the door, practice bypassing the inner critic with free expression that is free and kind of fast, because it has to be fast so that it doesn't leave me time for second guessing myself and doubting. So when I work fast and spontaneously, which is my favorite kind of art journaling, fast and spontaneously helps me bypass the inner critic, which is so wonderful. So I hope you continue hanging out with me on this rainy day, and let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I have some questions for you, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. So, if you're an artist, whether you're professional or amateur, what strategies do you use for dealing with your inner critic, your perfectionist? And is there kinds of art that you do just for relaxation? For me, it's in my art journal, but I wonder, do you do diamond painting or some other kind of art? Is there kinds of art that you do that aren't for exhibition purposes, aren't for being shown to the public, for sales purposes? I'd love to know, as an artist, whether you make a distinction and do a different kind of art that you know is not going to be for sale or something. And for me, it would have to be my art journaling. I don't do diamond painting or anything like that. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. And I love hanging out with you on this rainy day.